So we need to
we
move
have
on.
we have had Roxy
Right.
from, I don't know where she lives, but where does she live?
She was born in Fort
Dodge,
Iowa.
yeah.
I don't know where she lives now, but that's
But
where
we
she...
have had her waiting for so long for this reading.
Right.
So here we go. Now, we always start the astrology reading that we do for free with the first house,
Right.
because the first house is always where you, you know, it's your ego, it's yourself. It is where you have a lot of lessons to learn about the ego self. And Roxy has Venus there.
Right.
And Venus is a beautiful planet, right? She would be a very attractive woman, or she should be. And she's also very concerned about her dress sense, about the way she looks, or the way she appears to people. She would like nice things in her home and in her house, and in also her clothes and shoes and things like that. Not that she's a shopper. I don't think she is a shopper, but I think she likes nice things.
And that in the sign of Aries, which actually that's its home house, she's got her zodiac right in line to the matches the houses of the zodiac or the first house.
Yeah.
Aries is a strong sign, so she's probably a fairly strong woman.
Oh, she is a very strong woman. She's a very, and I tell you what, she's survived a lot of things, I'm being told anyway. She's survived a lot of things that, you know, most people, other people would have you know, just given up on. But she's, you know, she's gone through a lot.
Well, she was born during the war years. She was born in 1944. Right, yeah.
So she's 2 years older than me, so she'll be 65.
Yeah.
And I'm 63 this year, so...
Yeah, she turned already.
Yeah. And so in the second house, she has her sun, and that's in Aries also, and she also has Mercury, which is in Taurus. Now, the sun in Aries indicates in the second house of finances, your assets, money, anything to do with the material things in life. She has lessons to learn here. I hope she's learned them. She would have been given many, many tests about money, many tests about managing money, handling money, spending money on the level. But if she's learned that lesson, then the sun in the second house always gives you a lot of money in the end.
A lot of millionaires have suns in the second
yes, they do.
house.
They do. Bill Gates has, and things like that. So I don't know what she's done with that sun in the second house, but that's what she came to learn lessons about. And she also came to learn to ask for money and to talk to people about money, to communicate about money in a verbal way.
Express herself.
Yes, express herself. In the third house of communications and brothers and sisters, she has Uranus in Gemini. Now, she has got to be using that energy for writing, or, can I say, for a website. You know, if she hasn't done either of those, she needs to look at creating a website, whether she understands it or not. For, you know, on something on humanitarian grounds or spirituality. But that's what she's, you know, that's what she's got there.
The third house is about communication, which she's got that Gemini, and Gemini is all about communicating.
Yes. In the fourth house, she has her Saturn in Gemini. Now, the fourth house is home and family, and anything to do with home and family. So she has got Saturn there, which is the teacher, the disciplinarian. She would have either had a lot of houses where she's had problems, or she's had problems fixing up houses, or she's had a lot of lessons to learn about houses. My son-in-law's got Saturn in his transiting fourth house at the moment, and his bathrooms are falling apart, and you know, he's having trouble getting the money to do them up and everything else. So, you know, it's Saturn makes it hard. Saturn makes it difficult, and she's had some difficulty in that fourth house of home and family. In the fifth house, which is creativity and children, she has Mars. Now, I can't ask questions, so I don't know where I'm going with this, but Mars is a very positive energy. It's in the sign of Cancer, which is very nurturing, very sensitive. I feel she's very creative. I do, honestly, but that creativity could go into the writing as well. But she's got wonderful energy there for using the creative energy. in the 6th house of health and healing, work and service, she has quite a lot. She's got Pluto, she's got trans-Pluto, she's got the North Node, and she's got Jupiter. If she hasn't experienced health problems in this lifetime, I'll be surprised. Because, you know, she's got all the planets there to be a healer. But usually women with planets like that, people with planets like that, usually have to heal themselves before they can heal others.
Right.
And
plus being in the sign of Leo,
and somebody's just mentioned the word in my head, abuse. So I don't know whether she had any childhood abuse or whether she had any marital abuse, but there's something there connected to abuse. It could be a past life as well. But, you know, she's got a lot of energy there to be a healer.
Right.
She's got a wonderful energy. She really does have. In the 7th house, the house of relationships and partnerships, she's got Neptune. You can talk about Neptune in that house. You can talk about that.
Well, it would be very interesting to know how you've done in your marital status type things, because a lot of times the Neptune placement in the 7th house is very difficult because your knight in shining armor is an illusion in your mind, and your partner can never live up to what you have in your head. So it would be interesting how you've worked with that energy, because that, like I say, the Neptune in the 7th isn't the best placement.
Yeah.